welcome to another exciting review of the fourth. All right, so tonight, like I said, we're going. All right, so tonight, like I said, we're going to be taking 3 laws. I think my network is messing up there. So we're going to take law 4, which says avoid lifestyle inflation, after which we'll take law 5 and then law 6. So avoid lifestyle inflation. Warren Buffett says that if you buy things you do not need, soon you will have to sell things you need. So anytime your income increases, it is not the time your taste. It is not the time to start buying things. Here is your spending. Anytime you earn more money does not mean more spending. It should mean more savings and more investing for you if you want to grow your wealth, right? You justify your acts by saying, well, I worked hard for this money, let me enjoy it and all of that. But it is a trap. It is not like you cannot enjoy a part of your money, but subscribe to delayed gratification, especially if you are still on your own journey to financial freedom. Lifestyle inflation is a trap. The gradual increase in your standard of living as your income rises is going to keep you from achieving financial freedom. Upgrading your lifestyle will feel like a reward that, yes, I have arrived. I worked for this money. Now it is time to enjoy it. But no, it will prevent you from accumulating wealth over time. Imagine spending the money that you're supposed to save and invest. And this lifestyle inflation is fueled by psychological concepts known as the hedonic treadmill. If you are the type who do exercise, you know a treadmill, you keep going like you're on a race. You are going steady and steady and steady. So the same thing with lifestyle inflation. You will want to increase your material possessions, your spending as more money is coming. And the danger in that is that before you know it, you don't feel that there is anything spectacular about what you have acquired, right? So like you do on a treadmill, you want to achieve more again. You want to buy another car. And then you buy this car, you earn more money, you buy this car, you change your wardrobe, you change your house and all of those things. In a few months or a few years, you get tired of them. They are not new to you anymore. They are not shocking you anymore. Then you keep walking out, you keep going. Yoruba people will say kira kita, kira kita, kira kita, kira kita. Yeah, that is the kind of race that a lot of people find themselves in. So nothing lasts forever. Nothing is going to shock you forever. If you are so keen about buying that new car because your income has increased, by the time you drive it a few times, if you are not content with what you have, you drive it, you get on the road and you start seeing other cars as better than your own. And then your mind is telling you, oh, let me work harder, let me earn more money, let me make more profit, let me do better in my business so that I can buy another one. And so the journey keeps going. The race is endless, right? So your happiness is derived from higher income or new possession. And this happiness is short-lived. Before you know it, you want something bigger, something better, right? So anytime you get a promotion, anytime you get a raise, it is not the time to increase your spending. Be content with what you have. Try and increase your savings and investments. Instead, you will enjoy all of that later on, right? So the cost of lifestyle inflation can quickly eat away at any financial progress that you make. Instead of increasing your wealth as your income grows, you are merely spending more to maintain a higher standard of living. And this results in little to no increase in savings or investments, ultimately delaying your financial freedom. All the things that you buy become secondhand the moment you remove the nylon on it, you remove the seal. The moment you drive your car off the garage, it becomes secondhand. You can't sell it at the same value again. But look at something like real estate, for example. But because you can't drive that around, you can't show off with that. You may not prefer that. You want something that you can show off. That's why, in Lagos, some parts of Lagos, there are some people who live in unimaginable 1-bedroom apartments, as in the condition of living is poor. But when you see them on the road, you see them with like the latest Benz, the latest cars. Yes, I know people like that. They can't even take you to where they live. They don't invite visitors to their homes because they don't want you to. It doesn't add up that you live in this kind of environment, in this kind of house, and you're driving this kind of car. Like, you can't even marry the two. But because they can drive the car around, they can show off with the car, they prefer that. In the psychology of money, the author says that spending to impress money is an easier way to have less money, right? So to illustrate this concept of delayed gratification, of not inflating your lifestyle, look at two scenarios. Person A increases their spending each time they get a raise, and person B resist lifestyle inflation, keeping their spending constant while saving and investing the extra income. Guess who makes more money or who builds wealth significantly over the same period of time? It is person B. Keep your spending constant. More earning, more profits is a very good opportunity for you to build wealth over time. Right. So what are the strategies to avoid lifestyle inflation? Live below your means, not even within your means. Living within your means spending all your money on living expenses. Live below it so that you have something to save and invest. That is an effective way to combat lifestyle inflation. Number two is automate savings increases. Every time you get a raise, every time you get more profits, increase your automatic savings contributions, not your spending. This ensures that your savings grow in proportion to your income. Number three, focus on what truly matters. Don't compare yourself with anybody. If you don't need it, don't buy it. Don't focus on wants. You can still do without wants. There are some things that you can afford, but you don't necessarily need them. You don't have to buy them. Right? So focus on what truly matters for you. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Don't try to experience temporary happiness just for the feeling. If you look in your wardrobe, there are some clothes that you just buy out of impulse. But when last did you wear them? There are some things so many things that you have at home that if you have to turn back the hands of time, you would just wish that you did not buy them. Right. Number four, track your spending. If you are not tracking your spending, then you are doing something wrong. You must know where your money is going. Where are you spending your money? Is it on irrelevancies? If you cross-check, you will see that you need to cut off some subscriptions, some spendings, buying Coca-Cola today, every day. Here you buy snacks. Here you say, oh, it's just 200 naira. Oh, it's just 100 naira. Oh, it's just $1. That is the way money goes. Sometimes it is not even about the big money that you spend. It is about those small ones that accumulate over time. So you can see how patience and controlling lifestyle inflation work together in building lasting wealth. It is easy to fall into the trap of spending more or expecting immediate returns. But the true path to financial freedom requires discipline, patience, and a commitment to long-term goals. Now let's quickly move to Law 5. It says never underestimate the value of liquidity. Again, Warren Buffett says that cash combined with courage in a time of crisis is priceless. Cash is king, right? It doesn't mean that you stack up a lot of cash at all or you stack up a lot of cash in your savings account. You're going to be losing money that way. What it means, liquidity means that you can quickly and easily convert an asset to cash without losing so much value. You are not losing so much money without having to make distress sales, right? So something that you can quickly sell in a time of emergency or anytime you need quick money, there is an asset that you have that you can easily sell and you are not selling way below the cost price. You can sell and even make profits. That is liquidity. So while it is good to invest in long-term assets like real estate and similar assets, right? You also want to diversify your portfolio. You want to put your money into things that can quickly and easily be converted to cash. And you also want to have cash in your bank account in case of anything. Right. Like I said, it is not like you have so much money in your savings account, but you can tie the money down in some assets that can easily be converted, things that you can quickly sell. And also, when opportunity arises, maybe somebody wants to sell a land that is worth 10 million naira for 3 million because they are traveling out or they need money. And so they come to you, oh, we want to sell this land. It is worth 10 million naira. But if you have 3 million naira, we can sell to you. And then you say, oh, I don't have 3 million. They say, okay, no problem. Bring 1.5 and pay the balance later. You don't have. It's okay, bring 1 million. We'll collect the balance later. You don't have. It's okay, bring 100K. 100K, just bring something. It's because we just need this money urgently. And then we'll work out a payment plan for you to pay the balance. You don't have. Right? Because maybe you are not saving enough, you are not investing enough, or you have tied down all your money into assets that you cannot easily sell. Like if you buy a house now to tie down your money, anytime you need that money, you may not easily get a buyer for that house. You may be lucky, but it doesn't always happen like that. You have to wait. Otherwise, when people see that you are desperate for money, then they're going to buy it anyhow. They'll price it ridiculously. Right. So having cash on hand can be a difference between navigating the situation smoothly and spiraling into debt. When you have money, you have something somewhere. You shouldn't be trapped in debt. So liquidity is your safety net. It allows you to weather economic storms without needing to sell long-term investments at a loss or take on high interest debt. So like we said, maintain a balance. Don't overdo it. Don't stack up cash somewhere. Inflation is going to eat into the money. And money that you put into your savings accounts will earn little or no interest. In fact, if it is in the Nigerian scenario, you are going to be losing money. They'll just be deducting what do they call it? Charges. Oh, these charges here and there, maintenance fee, all kinds of charges. You just be receiving debit alert for money that you did not spend, right? And when they want to add interest, ridiculous amounts. Oh, 1 naira 45 kobo. You have earned 1 naira 45 kobo as interest. You have earned 2 naira 56 kobo as interest. So just try to find a balance. So building a liquidity plan is important. Why do you need to build a liquidity plan? Number one is for emergency. A general rule of thumb is to keep 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in a highly liquid account. So you can actually put it in, like money market. Yes, you can put it in money market. If you need your money as quickly as you want it, you can get your money out. So instead of putting it in your savings account, you can put it in money market. It will help you to cover any unforeseen expenses or temporary loss of income. Then liquid investments is also another one. You can do treasury bills, short-term bonds, that will help you get your money out. You can close your account at any time. You can withdraw your money and you can even make some interest on it. Number 3, avoid illiquid investment for short-term goals. You are saving up to buy a car and then you tie your money down with a land. Now, when you see the car that you want at the price that you want it, you cannot quickly sell that land. What if you don't get a buyer on time? So having liquid assets also enables you to seize opportunities when they arise, like we said. So in other words, liquidity not only protects you from financial disaster, but also gives you the flexibility to take advantage of wealth building opportunities. Make sure that you have access to money when you need it, but you have to be disciplined, because if you know that you always have access to money, if you are not financially disciplined, you will spend it on things you are not supposed to spend the money on. That is the truth. So if you are not disciplined, don't even keep cash. Put it into mutual funds, put it in money markets, let it be there. Anytime you need it, you can go get it, right? So we need you to reflect. Ask yourself, do I have enough liquidity to cover emergencies and unexpected expenses? Then also ask yourself this: have I balanced my liquid assets with long-term assets to maximize my financial growth? Liquidity is a critical part of any wealth building strategy. Maintaining access to cash ensures you are prepared for financial challenges, while also giving you the flexibility to capitalize on opportunities when they present themselves. So don't say, oh, don't always, I don't have money. I don't have money. Oh, I wish I could get it now. I don't have money. You may miss out on opportunities. The last one for this video, law 6, it says, manage risk. Don't eliminate it. The truth is that you cannot even eliminate risks. They will always be a part of life. Again, Warren Buffett says, risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. If you know what you're doing, you will know that risk is sometimes in your favor. And if you want to build wealth, you must be able to take risks. Joy, leave that place. Whether low risk, medium risk, high risk. But to say that you're not going to take risk at all, then you're not willing to build wealth. You're not even ready. I'm telling you. The key to financial success isn't avoiding risk altogether, but managing and mitigating it in a way that allows your wealth to grow while protecting you from devastating losses. You don't want to take any risk that will ruin you. You want to take calculated risks. You want to take sensible risks, but you cannot avoid risk altogether. Every investment has some level of risk, whether it is risk of losing money, risk of earning less than expected, or the risk of missing out on better opportunities. Sometimes you don't take advantage of some opportunities because you'd never thought that they would thrive, they would do well. And a few years down the line, you're like, I wish I had taken advantage of it, right? And there are some you take advantage of and you wish that, oh, I wish I did not do this thing. But that's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you become wiser. And there are times that it will work in your favor. There are times it wouldn't work in your favor. But if you don't take risk at all, you miss out on the great and beautiful opportunities that can come your way. So what are some common type of risks? We have market risks. The possibility that an entire market will decline, affecting all the assets in that market, like the stock crash of 2008. You don't have control over that. You invest your money in stocks in good faith, expecting to get something out of it, but the market crashes. Yeah. Another one is interest risk, interest rate risk. The risk that changes in interest rates, like in bonds, your interest rate is affected. You're not getting as much as you thought that you were going to get in interest. Then inflation risk. Inflation will always reduce your purchasing power over time. What you could buy in Nigeria for 10,000 naira in January, probably now you need like 14,000 naira to buy the same thing, or maybe even at reduced quality, right? Things that you could buy for $100 2 years ago, maybe now you need like $180 to buy it. So this thing cuts across. It is not country specific. When I was in the US, my friends were complaining bitterly. Oh, this thing, we used to buy it at this price. We used to buy it at this price. Now, so Nigerians would think that, oh, they are the only ones affected. It is everywhere. Those in the UK are also complaining. I'm sure those in Ghana are complaining. Inflation is a worldwide phenomenon. It affects every economy, right? So if your investment don't outpace inflation, you are effectively losing money. It's risky. Liquidity risk, the risk of not being able to sell your investment when you need that emergency fund or when you want to tap into that opportunity, right? Because you have tied down your money in illiquid assets that you cannot easily sell. So the simplest and most effective way to manage risk is through diversification. Diversify your investments, your portfolio. Put some in stocks, some in real estate, some in bonds, some in mutual funds, some in money market, some in agriculture, as much as possible or as many as possible. Just diversify. In investments, don't put all your eggs in one basket. If the market is not doing well in this area, it might as well do well in another portfolio. Just diversify like that so that a decline in one portfolio will not be so devastating for you. Imagine if you put all your money in stocks and the market crashes. What are you going to do? It can have a big impact on you. There are some people who don't survive it. But if you have leverage, to say, after all, I still have investments in real estate, that can cushion the loss for you. So it works in different ways. And you should also look at your risk level. How tolerant are you when it comes to risk. Don't copy anybody. If for you, what will make you sleep well at night is to put your money in that investment that will bring small returns, but peace of mind. You will sleep and snore. Do it. There are some people that want high returns, but they have the heart for big risks. So even if the market fails, they can take it. They can swallow it to say, well, in life, we win some, we lose some. They'll quickly bounce back that it didn't work. They'll move on to the next available one. But if you know that, hey, your BP is going to shoot up, please do what works for you when it comes to investments. Small returns here and there that will give you peace of mind. It's better than something that will be shooting up your blood pressure or giving you sleepless nights, because you end up spending more money on drugs or in the hospital. The big returns that you're looking for, when it comes, you spend it on your health, and you don't want to do that. So understand your risk appetite. Understand it and go with it. And your risk tolerance will also depend on factors such as your age. If you are young, of course, you have enough time to make mistakes, to lose money, to bounce back, and all of that. But if you are like in your 60s, it's not the time. It's not the time to start putting your money in high risk investments. What you are looking for now is retirement money, peace of mind. And your financial goals as well would also determine. Do you want to buy a house in 5 years? Where do you put your money? If you put your money in something that will only start yielding in 10 years, then you won't be able to do that. Or you want to buy a car in 6 months, then you tie down your money in some assets that cannot easily be sold. Then emotional comfort. If you can't sleep well at night because your investment is volatile, the market is crashing, don't do it. Find your comfort. Doesn't mean that you become too comfortable. I need to clear that. Doesn't mean that you become risk averse. No. Just try to take small risk here and there. Don't put too much money at a time if you cannot take it. Diversify your portfolio. There's also something called hedging, and it is for sophisticated investors where they try to avoid loss in one investment by putting their money in another investment or signing a long-term contract. So if you also cannot take that, if you are not sophisticated, you cannot do hedging. But all in all, risk is inevitable, and it is part of investing. It can be managed, it can be mitigated. Don't go into any investments blindly. Ask questions, do your due diligence. Can I take it? If this thing does not turn out well, is it fine by me? How much money can I put in that I can afford to lose in case things go south? Right. And don't forget liquidity as well. As you are putting your money in long-term assets, also put your money in short-term assets that can quickly be converted to cash. Thank you so much. That'll be all for tonight. Thank you for joining me on tonight's review. Don't forget to like this video, share your comments with me, and please subscribe to this channel in case you are yet to subscribe. I remain Olaide Agbaje, also known as First Lady, and on this channel, I inspire you to live intentionally. Tomorrow, we're going to review laws 7, 8, and 9. Thank you, and until then, be intentional. Bye. You're welcome, everybody. Hedging is an investment strategy that allows you to mitigate losses. Hedge, Hedge, then hedging, Hedging. Right, you can read more on it. But it's for sophisticated investment, those that know how to play that game. They are the ones who hedge. So if you're a beginner investor, just try to diversify, just try to, make use of liquidity and all of that. All right, thank you. Bye.